Hello and welcome to our third Digital Rhetoric Collaborative Chat on Air. I'm Paula Miller. I'm a graduate fellow with the Sweetland Digital Rhetoric Collaborative, and today we're going to be talking about Digital Learning Day. Educators around the country are using technology in clever ways to enhance their classroom practice, and 2012 Digital Learning Day was founded as a way to let educators both celebrate what they're doing in the classroom with digital learning and to share with one another. So to help you plan your Digital Learning Day, we're joined today by teachers from the North Branch Area School System. We have Amber White, who's a literacy coach. We have Cindy Lewis, who teaches math. Becky Baxa teaches art. And Leanne Kerr teaches, she's a high school English department chair. And we're also joined by Troy Hicks, who is an associate professor at Central Michigan University. So I'm going to hand this off to Amber White, who's going to talk to you a little bit about what they are doing in their district.
Well, hello. My name is Amber White, and we are really excited to tell you about events that we have in store for Digital Learning Day this Friday, March 13th. And one of the things that we're bringing in is a teaching teachers model within the district, which is very much flowing from the National Writing Project philosophy. We have 20 teacher presenters within the district, and what we thought we'd like to do today is give these teachers kind of an opportunity to give you a window into some of the great things that are going to be taking place during the day. So I'm going to turn it over to Becky Baxa, and she's going to provide a little bit of information about some things taking place on our Digital Learning Day.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the art teacher in grades 5th through 8th for North Branch Area Schools. And as the art teacher, I had the opportunity to collaborate with the social studies teacher and also the English teacher. And we did a large, very involved project. My end of it was really doing huge paintings using hieroglyphics, and our project focused on Egypt, time travel, writing a narrative, and then putting all of those pieces together with the kids using digital writing and storytelling to present to their classes. And it really, we pulled it off, and it was awesome. So
all of these projects that you're going to hear about are the result of some work that we did through Teacher Technology Institute. And this particular institute took place over the course of several days in the summer, where they were under the expert facilitation of Dr. Troy Hicks. And as a result of this work, we really thought it was important for these teachers to get out and share the work, and this is how this conference was sprung. So as you can see here on this kind of a still rough draft, we'll have a program here, but it kind of is giving you a flow for our day in the course of events that we're planning district-wide. Our school has 150-some teachers who will be attending this day, and what you can see here is in the morning, the session that Becky just talked about, the teachers are really focusing and sharing, which is an important part, I think, of digital learning with educators these days, is having teachers share what it is they're doing in the trenches or in their classrooms and getting that information out to their peers. So you can see here that we have a host of different projects here in the morning. In the afternoon, all of these teachers are also doing some different sessions based on anything from screencasting to iMovie, Google Drive, Gmail. And I'm going to turn it over to Cindy, who's going to talk a little bit about her work. It's called the Wonder Project, where students created some multimodal composition, and let her share a little bit about that particular project.
Hey, hi, I'm Cindy Lewis, and one of the projects that we wrote our grant for the TTI Institute was the Wonderopolis project. And actually the Wonderopolis project is something that we were currently doing in 6th grade, so we sat down and talked about what we could do to actually improve upon that project. So we wanted to bring in math and science instead of just language arts. The entire project is based on a site online called Wonderopolis, which is something that you could get on and check out. The kids choose a topic. Well, we decided we're going to have them choose a science topic based on one that we actually teach during the 6th grade year. Once they've selected their topic, they conduct research. After they've conducted research, then they're going to conduct a little bit more research involving mathematics. So we have them then present kind of an argument. They're going to present both sides to their question, and they're going to show research that would be favorable and unfavorable, and then they're going to do some of their own collection of math, information, and then use that to kind of come up with a final conclusion. What do they really think should be the answer to their question? So this is the project that we did, and the kids are right now in the midst of collecting all kinds of research on their questions. And then as they go, we'll do a little bit more research with math, and they'll see if they can use the math to support their side of the argument.
Hi, I'm Leanne Kerr. One thing that we did for our project in the high school, there's not a lot of collaboration. We don't work on teams. And one thing that I was able to figure out with the master schedule was that all 10th graders would have myself or a fellow English teacher for 10th grade. And then we had two of the same history in the history department. They would take the same history class as well. And so we wanted a way that we could intersect those two classes. And one major problem that we have in the English department is MLA research writing. By the time they're in 11th grade, they're still not ready to do the proper citations and things like that. So what we turned this into was a springboard for research writing. And we start off, we do a project every trimester. The first trimester, we did a fake book page. And so the kids selected a relevant historical person. The history teacher came up with that list. The students picked one. They created a fake book page about that person, citing their sources. They had a works cited page. It was really just a springboard for really good, sound researching. We would cite those sources and all that. And now this trimester, we're on the travel agency aspect of the project, where they're advertising the place and time in which that person is living. So the third part of this project is next trimester, they're actually going to create an advertisement for what would be one of the most significant inventions or creations of that time frame as well. So it's a three-part project. We're only done with the first part, and the second one is in the works. But it's really been great to collaborate within the subject areas, which we don't get to do very much at the high school. So just that has been a great feat. We've also done some collaborative grade booking with Google Docs. So we have Troy was instrumental in that, helping us create a spreadsheet where we could gauge the people the students who we were grading on Marzano's 4-point scale. And so we've really been utilizing that as well. So just many different components coming to play here. And we do have limited technology at the high school, so it's really been great to get to share lab time and things like that, which we wouldn't typically get to do.
And really, this PD model, I think it's really important that teachers are provided or afforded an opportunity to collaborate. The available research suggests that when teachers are learning and working and collaborating with teachers, that the results are long-term and better lasting. So one of the challenges that I would put out there for people watching this Hangout on Air is that you really, the benefits of affording time to empower people to present, and there's so many expert people in districts across, the United States where these teachers have stuff to share, and these presenters, just to kind of bring to the forefront, they were all at various levels when they entered our Digital Technology Institute. And just like anything, we have people all across the continuum, and each person has something special to bring on our Digital Learning Day. So we're excited that we're empowering these people to present and share these great things that, Leanne, Becky, and Cindy shared with other teachers in our district. So I'm going to let Troy kind of add his 2 cents for what he sees taking place this day.
Yeah, so first I need to start by recognizing Amber's role in this. She really needs to take a little more credit for this. She's worked with a variety of stakeholders inside the district as well as outside the district to make this work happen, including a few nonprofit organizations that I hope she will name specifically and talk a little bit about how those partnerships develop. And working with Amber, I think we collaboratively came up with this vision for the Teacher Technology Initiative last year, in that we know professional development needs to be job embedded, as Amber was just saying, and we also know that we want to provide incentives for teachers to collaborate with one another. So teachers were, incentivized by a stipend. No, they got the iPads. Sorry, I'm trying to think about what happened. And then we had 3 days in the summer, 1 day in the fall, and we've worked collaboratively with them to develop these projects, visit their classrooms, offer that kind of support. So it wasn't just a one-time, yes, we're going to do this PD day and then expect you to go out and use digital storytelling or use Weebly websites or use a Google spreadsheet for a grade book. It's something that's been going on over the course of an entire year, and I've found that experience as a professional development facilitator and consultant very valuable as well. So on Friday, we're really just going to introduce the great and try to celebrate and say, here are your colleagues, here's what they're doing in projects in the morning, and then in the afternoon, here are some specific tools that they found useful and that they can try to share more information with you. And so it is a day about collegiality and collaboration, and it celebrates the best of digital learning in a very teacher-centered way. So Amber, I know you want to say a little bit more about how this collaboration came to be and the partners that are involved as well.
Yeah, one of the things I mentioned was some of the benefactors, and one of the things I'll put out there, if there's a will, there's a way. We really, Troy and I would say the teachers within this district really, and administration, really support this idea of, we've had much success with teachers teaching teachers and supporting one another. So we're like, okay, how can we fund this? We really want the teachers to get in their hands the iPad, play with them, own them, experiment with them. And thanks to some generous allocations found through Literacy and Beyond and our local Lapeer County Community Foundation, we were very fortunate and able to kind of host this institute that allowed the teachers to kind of get the technology, get the expert instruction, develop these interdisciplinary projects with support. But more importantly than that, Troy really modeled the digital writing and reading workshop where we really kind of collaborated, talked to each other, got feedback. That was such a critical component of that. And one thing I just want to mention that Troy said that is really critical, I think, as people are thinking ahead, whether it's this digital learning day or in the future, is this idea of ongoing continuous conversation and support. Digital Learning Day is 1 day a year, but it really brings to the forefront the importance of celebrating all these wonderful accomplishments and really looking inside your districts to see. People might see this and think it's daunting. It's not. It's doable. It's possible. It's cost effective in the sense that you're pulling from the people inside who, and in some ways I think I'm looking at the people around this table and people who aren't with us unfortunately right now, but they're respected and looked up to by their colleagues. And I think what's really great about it too is it builds capacity for leadership within districts, that it really is much like the National Writing Project model in the sense that these people who are presenting, they're going to be looked to and looked towards by their peers as somebody, they've taken this extra step. But it's been a great experience. We're looking forward to the day, and we're excited that possibly we might make somebody out there think like, yeah, we could do this, whether it's next year or in the years even down the road. It doesn't have to be Digital Learning Day to host a conference and building on the excellence and expertise that are within your own staff. So we're really excited to look forward to that and see what transpires for the day. We will be tweeting about the conference, so for people who are interested, we do have a hashtag. It's going to be NBTTI15 for the North Branch Teacher Technology Institute 2015, so you can follow the feed on that if you'd like to see kind of what's going on during the day.
Wow, you have all been busy. This sounds so cool. I can't wait to see how the conference shapes out. Thank you so much for really energizing and exciting conversation. In our blog post, I'm going to make sure I put links to everything that you mentioned today so our readers can see that. And I also want to direct our viewers toward the Digital Learning Day map. If you have some ideas that you want to share, make sure you put your pin in the map, share with the community. You can also look at what other people are doing. This is happening all around the world. And continue the conversation throughout the week. You can tweet with the folks here at North Branch Area Schools. You can also tweet with us at the Digital Rhetoric Collaborative. Our hashtag for the entire week is DRC Chat, and of course, DL Day, which is the hashtag for Digital Learning Day. Find us at Sweetland DRC. And join us for a Twitter chat this Friday, which is Digital Learning Day, the 13th, at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That should last for about an hour. Thank you again, everyone at North Branch and Troy, for joining us. Great conversation. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.